and welcome to Toffee TV. This is the Sunday supplement. I'm here, Paul Nealon from Irish Football Fan TV, and I'm here to talk about yesterday's 3-2 defeat against Brighton at the Amex Stadium. And I'll kick things off talking about the lineup. Pretty much the same team that played against West Ham, where we dominated, except Yerry Mina obviously went off injured, which I did say in my video last week. I was fearing the worst. So Holgate came in for him, and you know, that was an obvious replacement. I still don't think he's up to the level that we need as our backup centre back. I still don't think Michael Keane's up to the level that we need, but I'll come to that. But other than that, around the team, Bernard back out left, Iwobi in number 10, Richarlison up top, and Walcott again out on the right, and Sidibe kept his place, rightly so, ahead of Seamus Coleman. Performed better than him when he got the shirt, so he was right to keep the shirt. And Lucas Dean captain again. So I mean, early doors we were looking okay, and then Tom Davis starts playing around with it on the edge of his own box. Gives the ball, gets intercepted, and then we can see the foul on the edge of the box. And for me, this is just totally unacceptable from Jordan Pickford, because it's pretty much whatever he sets his wall up and whatever else, that's fine. So they're there to do their job. They ultimately did their job because it made him go straight at Pickford, and it goes through his hands. It's soft goalkeeper. He's supposed to be England's number one, and he's supposed to be one of the best keepers in the Premier League, but he's making these sort of blunders too often for my liking. And the only problem we have is we just can't drop him, because I don't think Lossell's up to the level that we have, and anyone underneath that, you know, don't have anyone proven in there, do we, to challenge him. And you know, he needs to kick up the arse, and there's some weeks where he's absolutely amazing, and there's some weeks where he just does that. Like, I defended him a couple of weeks ago when there was a free kick went in like that. I think it was Mahrez, at Man City, and I defended him, and I said, yeah, okay, well, maybe the wall was at fault, but this time he was totally to blame, and it was ridiculous. But I thought at that point then we weren't going to get back into the game at all, but that wasn't to be the case. We did get back into it, and you know, Bernard goes off. Looked like he has a knee injury, which I hope is not for too long, because we've really actually been doing so much better since we've had him and Lucas Dean linking back up on that left hand side again, and to have them taken out and then have Iwobi go out there and Sigurdsson back in through the middle. Although we still got back into the game, I'm not a fan of Iwobi so far. I've seen him do a couple of things well, but for me he loses the ball very sloppily in positions that he just shouldn't. And you know, I hope I'm wrong about him, and I hope he proves me wrong, but so far he's not really shown me a lot of confidence in him. And I'd much rather have Bernard on the left hand side, and you know, Sigurdsson, for all the abuse he gets or whatever, I still think he's a better player than Iwobi. But you know, it's up to him to prove us wrong, you know what I mean? Theo Walcott's proven us wrong the last couple of weeks, but I still don't think he's the answer. But just in regards, Richarlison gets us back in with a corner, or a header from a corner, sorry, goes in off their player for an OG. But look, we're back in the game, and fair play to Richarlison for attacking the ball. I'd like to see him get back on the score sheet properly. I thought it was a bit harsh for him to get the goal taken away, but it is what it is. But yeah, look, I mean, we go into half time, then it's 1-1. But then for large periods of the second half, we were on top, and we didn't really look in any danger at all. Then Calvert-Lewin comes on, and Fabian Delph. So for me, I don't know, the subs were a bit questionable, sorry. And I just was bewildered by the subs, to be honest. I thought Moise Keane should have been on there somewhere. Maybe bring him on for Walcott out wide right. I think he would have made a difference. He done okay when he came on against West Ham. But anyway, Calvert-Lewin, to be fair to him, he gets the ball from Holgate, which is a great pass by Holgate. He slips him in, and Calvert-Lewin shown that little bit of quality that I suppose we have been crying out for him to show us, you know, when he's in that cool head in the box, which is what he needs to get himself to the next level, or get himself competing as our number 9 striker. And yeah, look, I mean, it was a great goal, but then from that point onwards, and the VAR was, I mean, Richarlison should have a penalty down one end, Connolly gets a penalty down the other, and yeah, when your luck's out, that's just the way things go, isn't it? Thought it was a very soft penalty, but you know, Brighton fans will say whatever, it was contact, and even Connolly himself came out after the game and said that there was contact. So I mean, he didn't even have that good of a game, if I'm being honest. I've seen him play a lot better, but he didn't really cause us that many problems. Obviously, that was his last contribution before he went off, and then they scored the penalty, and then from that point onward, we are just shitting ourselves. But there's just nobody there to stand up and take leadership or ownership of the situation and say, okay, it's still 2-2, we're not losing here, but let's try and get back on the front foot and let's try and get ourselves up the pitch. But no, backs to the wall. I thought Andre Gomez was poor by his standards. He wasn't totally bad, but by his standards he was poor. I thought Tom Davies actually had a really good game, and I thought he's been good against West Ham, and I thought he's been good against Brighton. You know, Michael Keane was getting absolutely roasted and skinned after that penalty, and you just knew the goal was coming. And you know, in the last minute, then they get it. The OG, they were pressing. We never looked like scoring down the other end, let's be honest. When they heard 6 minutes, we were like, okay, we're on the back foot here, and we just didn't look like we were gonna score. And you know, we've got the game against Watford now on Tuesday night. And if we don't win that, I think that's by Marco Silva. And I don't really think it's his fault, because he's made changes and he's tried to bring in players and stuff like that. But these results aren't good enough. How can you go and dominate West Ham one week and get beaten 3-2 by Brighton? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a day later and I still feel like this, so I can only imagine how you guys feel as well. But let us know your thoughts in the comments anyway. You know, is Marco's time up? Or do we give him more time, or who do we bring in? You know, is it the player's fault? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, very, very disappointed. And yeah, I suppose the less said now the better. Don't forget to subscribe to Toffee TV. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. And if you want more videos from me, check out Irish Football Fan TV. I'm sure the links will be in the description. I'll speak to you guys soon. Alright, thanks for watching.